President Donald Trump launched his re-election campaign in Orlando. He touched on some of the most popular themes like building the wall and curbing illegal immigration.
A woman drowned yesterday at the Centennial Hotel in Spokane near Riverfront Park. A witness says the hotel did not have a lifeguard on duty.
Lifting your head up from your phone and talking to a stranger has more benefits than you might think. 5 a.m. on our Wednesday morning. Welcome to KREM 2 Morning News. I'm Jen York.
I'm Amanda Rowley.
And I'm Evan Irani. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
We're halfway through the week.
Yes, we've made it.
We have. A lot of changes weather-wise today. We got that red flag warning that was originally only for central Washington, now extended through eastern Washington. So no more fire weather watch, just a red flag warning really almost across the state.
That's not great news because yesterday we saw a small brush fire in our area.
That's exactly
but now
right.
It's even more dangerous today.
And the good thing they got that out so quickly and not as much of a threat now. But on top of that now, on top of the red flag warning, a wind advisory this afternoon.
So not the great combination for wildfires.
I'm kind of not helping things out too much. But again, just the messenger today.
Right now, how are we looking at least?
So far, we've got the wind speeds in the double digits, so it is a bit breezy outside to start off the morning, but at least temperatures are much cooler. We're seeing a really big cool down on the way over the next several days, where afternoon highs are going to be resting in the upper 60s and low 70s as opposed to the 80s and 90s. So here's what we have as of this afternoon. By 5 p.m., we've got that wind advisory that takes effect all the way across that area, highlighted in that shade, in that tanner color. The red flag warning, though, extends all the way from central Washington through eastern Washington. That includes the Spokane and Pullman area, all the way across through Ellensburg and Wenatchee. Of course, the combination of ingredients that come together for that red flag warning: low humidity, warmer temperatures, and high wind speeds, and that's exactly what we'll be seeing, especially with that wind advisory that is in effect. On the 12-hour forecast, today marks the first day of much cooler temperatures in the forecast. We're going to be saying goodbye to the 80s and 90s. Afternoon high temperatures in Spokane going to be resting in the 60s. We'll make it to 69 degrees this afternoon, just around 2 p.m. continuing into your afternoon. A couple clouds are going to be building along the way as well. As far as sustained wind speeds outside right now, it is very breezy. It has been really all the way through the day yesterday and now into this afternoon, where gusts are going to really be picking up this afternoon. So we've got 21-mile-an-hour sustained winds in Spokane, 12 in Wenatchee and Moses Lake, and 16 down in Pullman. We are expecting these numbers to stay in the double digits for the majority of the day today, and especially during that time where that wind advisory takes effect. Coming up, I'll give you a little more information on some afternoon showers that are coming our way, including the possibility of more thunderstorms in the Spokane area. Back to you guys.
All right, Evan. Actually pretty cool today compared to the last several weeks.
Definitely. I'm regretting not bringing my sweater.
It was chilly stepping out this morning for sure. 5:02 now. President Donald Trump launched his re-election campaign yesterday in Orlando. Supporters waited in line to see the president last night since Monday afternoon.
He touched on some of his most popular themes, such as building the wall and curbing illegal immigration. Addressing a crowd of thousands at Orlando's Amway Center, Trump complained he had been under assault from the very first day of his presidency. He remained focused on energizing his base and offering himself as a political outsider running against Washington.
We're going to keep it better than ever before. And that is why tonight I stand before you to officially launch my campaign for a second term as President of the United States. Thank you.
The president is the second Republican candidate in the 2020 race. Bill Weld is also running. Meanwhile, there are more than 20 declared Democratic candidates.
Here's what you need to know before heading out the door this morning. Spokane County Sheriff's deputies have found a third cell phone at the Kashifi apartment. They believe evidence on the phone could point to new details surrounding the death of Wahid Kashifi's wife. Wahid is a suspect in her death. According to court documents, Arizu was found under a false bottom of a freezer last week. Investigators believe there are videos on the phone and other electronic devices that could potentially explain her disappearance. The Spokane County Sheriff's Office is investigating her death as a homicide. New designs are being proposed for Riverfront Park. The plans are for West Havermale Island, which is just east of the Post Street Bridge. One of the main features of the design is a 15,000 square foot playground designed for children of all abilities. The proposal also includes a zip line as part of the playground. The project is one of the final parts of the Riverfront Park redevelopment bond that voters passed in 2014. Boeing is selling its 737 MAX planes again. The company announced at the Paris Air Show International Airlines Group and other carriers signed a letter of intent for 200 Boeing 737 aircrafts. Boeing said it's the first sale of the jet since the crash of the Ethiopian Airlines 737 MAX in March. The planes would be delivered between 2023 and 2027 to airlines owned by IAG. And authorities seized 16.5 tons of cocaine in Philadelphia this week. That is valued at more than $1 billion. It is one of the state's largest drug busts ever. The drug seizure is the latest in a series of large cocaine busts along the East Coast. Members of the ship's crew have been arrested, but the U.S. Attorney's Office says the investigation is still ongoing. And Brazil women's 6-time FIFA Player of the Year, Marta, put her name in the record books yet again. The Brazilian star scored her 17th World Cup goal from the penalty spot against Italy. This secured her position as the outright leading scorer in World Cup history for both women and men. Wow,
Congrats to her.
Yeah.
Well, let's fix that pay gap, right?
Right? Yeah.
All right, 5:06 now. The Spokane Police Department says a woman drowned at the Centennial Hotel in Spokane near Riverfront Park. Hotel employees and witnesses were able to pull her from the pool. Medics tried to save her, but the woman did not survive.
The identity of the woman has not been released. A witness tells KREM 2 the hotel did not have a lifeguard on duty.
At this time, it's looking like a tragic accident.
The Centennial Hotel was formerly the Red Lion at the park. The Davenport Hotel Group purchased it last year and rebranded it as the Centennial Hotel.
Rent control is still not allowed under Washington state law, but the topic has gotten some renewed attention lately due to Spokane's low vacancy rate.
Rent control laws limit how much landlords can charge for rent or increase rent in a given period. It's a struggle for renters, not just here, but all across the state of Washington. There have been talks on the state level about rent control. While some believe putting a limit on rent will help keep people in their rentals, others say it could make matters worse.
Once you got into a rental agreement, you would know every year to the next how much your rent would be going up, so you could budget.
Opponents of rent control believe while people should have a home to live in, they worry state-mandated caps on rent prices could force smaller landlords out of the business.
It doesn't lower the market rate that's being charged for rents. And what rent control oftentimes does is penalize the people who are looking for apartments.
Right now, rent control is illegal in Washington state. No city or county can set caps on rent prices. Boy, I know the rental market is hot right now in Spokane.
Most definitely.
It's really hard to find an open rental home. I showed up to one just a few months ago along with 20 other couples.
Oh,
and
my
that was
goodness.
at the one appointment.
Right. Well, and we've got a lot of new housing developments going in, so hopefully that'll ease. I know we've talked about that in the past. So this is a hot market to come to. So.
Yes, and a lot of people looking for affordable housing.
Right.
Now's the time to be a landlord in
Yes,
Spokane.
yeah.
5:08 now. Well, undocumented migrants may soon be able to drive in Oregon. The House voted to remove proof of legal status as a requirement for getting a driver's license.
And the measure is called the Equal Access to Roads Act, and it would expand driving privileges to all Oregon residents, regardless of their immigration status. The applicants would still have to show they live in Oregon and pass the driver's test to get a license. Supporters said the move would make roads safer and lead to less hit-and-run accidents, along with encouraging more drivers to purchase auto insurance.
It's a pretty scary video here. You may have seen this video on social media this week. A passenger recorded the moment a plane hit severe turbulence above Switzerland. It sent a drink cart into the air along with some passengers. 10 people were hurt, including a flight attendant who was thrown into the ceiling. The incident happened about 20 minutes before the plane was due to land. The plane landed safely, but was met with emergency personnel.
Not a plane you'd want to be on, but it also speaks to the importance of keeping your seatbelt on. I know they always remind you.
They always
keep it
say,
on.
if the light is on, keep your
Keep it
seatbelt
on.
on. And it looks like no one was suspecting it, but boy, you can see how dangerous it could be.
Another video trending this morning, a performance on America's Got Talent last night brought host Terry Crews to tears.
He posted the video last night showing a community choir from Detroit. Take a look. Wow, they were wonderful.
They were feeling it, yeah.
Oh.
Sounds great.
Well, Cruz tweeted, "You give young black men and women a chance, and they give you this. Every young man and woman on that stage represents me and where I came from. All it takes is one person to believe in one woman or man for them to reach their dreams." Cruz also gave them the gold buzzer, which sends them to their live shows later this season. Congrats to
Neat.
them.
Yeah, I can't wait to see more of their performances.
So talented.
Yes. Well, a new study shows making small talk with strangers could be good for your health.
Okay, KREM 2's Nicole Hernandez is here in studio this morning to talk about this new research. Nicole, I have a feeling a lot of people are saying, I don't know about this.
That's right. Good morning, guys. So researchers found that getting out of your comfort zone and chatting might be one of the best things you can do for your overall health. Now, people may actually be underestimating how much of a positive impact connecting with others can have. During the study, they asked bus and train commuters in Chicago how they would feel striking up a conversation on their morning commute compared to sitting in silence or doing whatever they normally do. Most thought that talking would lead to the least pleasant commute, but actually 100% of those who started a conversation with a stranger had a good response. That leads to a boost in self-confidence and a feeling of achievement. These good vibes can be spread to others too, so maybe try starting up a conversation with someone at the grocery store or gym this morning to start your day off right.
I think it's a great idea. I actually tried this out when I was living in Montana. We were talking about this morning, and it's actually crazy how people respond. Even just saying, "Hi, how are you doing today?" I think we're not used to that so much anymore, just talking to someone you don't know. But at the end of it, I remember feeling just, you're out of your comfort zone. It's kind of an adrenaline rush in a way, so you're kind of joyful. So.
And that human interaction, most of us are glued to our phones these days and saying, I don't know, I don't really, no new friends. You've heard that, right?
No, I think my favorite is on a plane because you get to talk about all the travel someone has done, and it's so easy to do. It's not super awkward. So.
Oh, I'm not that person. I am the headphones on, eye mask.
Same.
You get me at 6 a.m., it's a different story, but. Nicole,
awesome.
Thank you so much. We'd love to hear from you at home this morning, what you think about that. If you like chatting up people at the grocery store, I know I always chat up our grocery store folks. They're so sweet.
We're standing in line. You can't help it.
Yes, they're always so great.
Good. Well, thanks, Nicole.
Of course.
Time now, 5:13 this morning. We're asking what you think about paddle boarding if you need to pay for a permit to ride.
And happening today, grab your blankets, your lawn chairs, and of course the snacks. There is a free showing of the movie Zootopia in Riverfront Park tonight. There will be food vendors on site starting at 7:30.
And a red flag warning is in effect across central Washington and soon to be in effect across eastern Washington. We also have a wind advisory. There's a lot going on weather-wise that you're going to want to know about right after the break.